not going to do an altar call today. Instead, I'm going to have you stand up, and I'm going to make an announcement. And after the announcement, I'm going to ask that um, you leave church quietly and don't talk about the announcement here in the building, please, if you can. So y'all can stand to your feet. Before I make the announcement, I also want to say that my request to you is that you will continue to come to church and serve and give. Um, a little bit, because I don't want to have. I'm taking a little bit of a break, and I don't want to have to worry about the church. My break may be a few days, a few weeks. I don't know. I got a call late last night. My wife has passed away, and it was self-induced, and it was up in North Carolina. And we're gonna have a funeral for her next Sunday here at 3 p.m. And so it's all I can. Yeah, I'm just kind of going on adrenaline right now. So y'all pray for me and my kids and everybody. And she wasn't. Y'all knew that she wasn't well mentally, and that she needed her medicine that was hard to get to her. And so I'm sure there'll be more details to come. But just keep our family in your prayers. And I'm going to let Pastor Randall, Bishop, he can pray. I get a microphone to pray out. And if you have anything you want to share as well, I appreciate it.
So as we just saw there, this was John Paul Miller, who was the husband of Mica Miller, who was found dead. And that was his announcement to his congregation about his wife's death. And there was a couple of things in that struck me as odd. One, in the way he actually did it. When he announced it, he said no one was to talk about it. He announces how she died, which is very odd. So just weeks before she died, Mica had posted a Facebook post talking about abuse within marriage and offered to support anyone who was struggling with leaving, especially a dangerous situation, thinking that God would be mad at them. And I'll play a little snippet of that video here.
Heart's a little heavy. I've had a lot of women that have reached out to me about situations of abuse. And I just want to tell you what a lot of people have told me lately and reminded me, because I think I forgot. I knew, but I pushed it in the back of my head just because of my situation.
So as you can see in the video, he makes the announcement to the congregation. However, her death comes just 48 hours after she serves papers onto her husband. And obviously that has raised questions, that has raised eyebrows, and people believe that there is more to this than meets the eye. I think what stunned the congregation was that the pastor had performed the normal service and seemed to be entirely at ease, and he was laughing. And then at the end of that, he then announces that his wife has died and it was self-induced. And I think what probably also is a bit odd in this is that he asks, for people to continue going to the church, to support the church and the financial, giving to the church in his absence, so that he doesn't have to worry about the church while he's away having his break to deal with the situation. And he drops this on the congregation, but he doesn't actually expand anymore, which is again very, very weird, because you announce something like that in your congregation to people that know this person, and of course they're going to want to talk, but he told them that they couldn't. Now, here's the thing. Since her death on April the 27th, Mica's family has pushed back at her husband's explanation of it being suicide, and they do not believe this to be the case. She said that the family were not making any statements until the investigation was complete, but pointed out the one thing that I would say is that he has said that this was an official suicide, and this is not the case. This is still an open investigation. Now, the police found Mica with the fatal gunshot wound in Lumber River State Park in North Carolina, in a death that is under investigation. And they have not made any announcement other than that there is no ongoing danger to the public. Now, we are learning as this goes on. So the court records show that there were issues within the marriage, and actually Mica had actually first filed for divorce back in October of 23. However, she withdrew that in February. But on April the 15th, just 12 days before she had been found deceased, Mica had actually filed once more, and according to her friends, had also sought a non-contact order, and that's important information, right? Also important is to acknowledge his age. When they first came into contact, Mica was in the church youth group and was just 14, and he was 14 years her senior, making him 28, and that in itself is a concern. He also has a criminal record, which includes multiple counts of aggravated assault and battery, to which he has pled guilty, and makes no mention of the fact that the couple had separated. As you can see, this is a complex case, a complex situation, and people have questions. And having started to look into this, I think I'm probably going to end up in a rabbit hole, because I am starting to very much see that there are some things that are not right within this case. So you're probably going to see uploads from me sort of coming as I find information. This is just the first probably of many. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on this case. And also, if you're not following me, make sure you are, because you do not want to miss the updates on this case or the other ones that I am talking about. But that is it on this one, guys. I will speak to you soon. Bye now.